right, it is dark, but we are gonna make a super quick video here. We got this 1999 GMC 3500 with a 7.4 liter in it. This is the old guy's truck. You'll see he stopped it right in the freaking driveway. Coming in today from work, it started squealing at the gate. So luckily, it happened right when we got it home. But the idler pulley on this thing has completely seized up. This belt was brand new already. You can still make out all of the wording on the backside of it, so it didn't drag long enough to do any damage. But if you're in this situation, you'll most likely want to replace the belt as well. But we're going to replace this pulley right up here on the top. It is completely seized. I will have a link up here in the video and in the description below for a new belt and a new idler pulley. If you want to order that from Amazon, it's about half the price and it really helps us out. But otherwise, you can get this stuff at any old auto parts store. And what we're going to do is we're going to start with this pulley. It is a 13mm bolt on the inside. So let me get my ratchet on there and we're going to break it loose before we drop the serpentine belt. All right, I used my ratchet here and I broke it loose. It is a normal left-handed threaded bolt, so righty-tighty, lefty-loosey. So spin it counterclockwise to break it loose. We are going to slide it right down here on this tensioner, and it has a cutout right here. You can see me trying to fish it into it. That is for a ratchet. We're going to need to push the ratchet to the right, I believe. Let me try and go from this angle here. Nope, it is the loose in direction on the ratchet as well to swing the tensioner in the loose in direction. So we will just ratchet it up and swing it over. It feels like this actually is maybe a 1/2 inch drive hole, and I just crammed a 3/8 into it, but this is working perfectly fine for now. So hopefully I can get you in a position where you can see, but we will just slip this belt right out from here and then slowly release this tensioner, trying to keep everything in position to make this super easy when it comes time to put the belt back on. All right. So this pulley seized so good I could just turn it off by using the pulley. So all we got to do is, you see that little serrated tip right there? If the new one doesn't come with a bolt, then we'll have to bend those back and push this bolt through, but I'm pretty sure it does. So let me go grab our replacement. All right, the new one did not come with a bolt, so here's what we're going to do. We're going to take a little flathead, we're going to stick it up underneath that little retaining washer right there and just kind of pry it up on one of the edges to try and get some semblance of space here. And then I'm going to grab a pair of dikes and we're going to cut it off.
6.5 hours later.
So this is proving more difficult than I would hope. So this is proving more difficult than I would hope it would be, because the backside of the bearing has popped out here. But we're gonna get it. So while I'm holding it up, getting in here with these dikes, now I can get better leverage. Trying to rip it out. There we go. Popped it out of there. So if you're wondering if you need to replace that little piece, the answer is no. So that's actually a little retaining bracket that is made for the assembly line. So that way when they put the pulley on, everything's just one unit and the bolt can't fall out whenever it's getting moved around a plant and stuff. So just putting the bolt through the pulley and putting it in is totally fine. You don't need that little thing. All right, here we are. We're about to put the new pulley on. You don't need that little retainer that we cut off, but you do need to grab the spacer. The spacer slides down and fits inside of the bearing and centers the bolt. So once you have that on, you just stick it in and screw it in. So this pulley does have a torque spec. I will put that torque spec on the screen. In our case, this is the old guy's truck. It's just gonna get one ugga dugga, and we're gonna call it good. Just like that. That is plenty tight. Now we're gonna go back down onto our tensioner and pull this belt down onto our new idler pulley. There it went. The belt is in the correct spot everywhere else. Wham bam dunzo. As easy as that to change out an idler pulley.